The
Orderman Keller is a well-known restaurant in Salzburg. It has a large vaulted dining room which is more than 400 years old. This former inn is also popular for events. The entire operation is incredibly easy to manage with Orderman because we're flexible and not tied to any location. We can literally run to the doors of the theater and do a reception, take an order, and enter the information. It's wonderful. I've been working for the past 12 weeks with the new Orderman, and it's been a great feeling from the beginning. It's simply something new. It's handsome, a good-looking product. And what I'm really impressed by is that it's very versatile to work with. I don't have to use a touch pen, and my hands are free. I can go to the guest quickly if he hollers, I pull out my Orderman, enter the order by hand, and I'm on my way. I worked with Max 2 for more than a year, which was also a very good device. The conversion was absolutely easy. Its operation is basically identical, but Orderman is more flexible. You can also personalize the side buttons, so each waiter can choose the right controls. Everything else remains unchanged. It's just more flexible and responds faster. It's easier to work with, smoother. I've dropped it twice already, and quite hard. It wasn't even dented or scratched. But I really thought, well, that's that. Now I've managed to break the device. On the contrary, everything worked perfectly. When the safety cord came shortly afterwards, I was very excited. In fact, it's really easy to use. The Orderman unit has a small slit at the bottom, and we simply snap it into place. Then, I'm really flexible. For example, if I take a short break, I just go snap it off, set aside the Orderman, or place it in the charging station. And when I'm back again, I just grab it and it's quickly connected, securely. The battery lifetime actually surprised me, because I think everyone is familiar from the smartphone, which is a disaster because after 10 hours, the battery is usually empty. The Orderman's battery is not. We once had a battery failure, and that was after a 14-hour shift. I ran through 14 hours, and then I eventually needed to replace the battery, which wasn't a problem, because the charging stations hold a replacement battery that's already charged. I went to the station, removed the old battery, inserted the new one, and I was ready to go. At the Orderman Keller, we have very thick solid walls, which are of course hundreds of years old, and we've absolutely no problem with the new Orderman handhelds. In fact, when I go to the staff room, for instance, which is at the other end of the building, some 25 meters away on a beeline through several walls, I still have perfect reception. It's almost rude when the waiter approaches the table using a mobile phone. You always get the impression that the waiter is texting or something. With an Orderman device, you never get that impression because you can see that it's not a mobile phone. You work with your device and it's used only for the guests. You don't get that with a smartphone, which is simply impersonal and can give the guests the wrong impression. So I could never imagine using a smartphone under any circumstances.